Hello, hello. Let's do something a little bit differently today. A really minimal, easy makeup, less makeup. And then I want to do cream eyeshadows. Did you know that Seint has cream eyeshadows? So cool. I thought I would build my palette with you real quick, and this is not going to be a long video or anything like that. Everything goes into this one palette. The tins are magnets. They just pop right in. Let's get going and start with the first color. This is my brightener. Brighteners are kind of like a concealer, kind of like not a foundation in the sense, the true sense of a foundation, but more, we call them brighteners. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my eyelids because if you can see, they're a little discolored. And then I'm gonna take my second color. Now this is considered my color corrector. It's definitely darker and I'm getting down there on my tins. And if you've watched some of my other videos, I did the last video talk about melting my tins, so I'll link that below, so check that out because you can get the most out of your product by melting your tins, which means putting them on a low heat and then you can get all the product out of the corner. So I am almost there. And this is just going to minimize the redness. And I love using my finger all the time. I use my fingers all the time. You can use a brush to apply, but for some reason, I like just the tactileness of using my finger and sort of applying it where I see the issues. Now I'm trying to cover some redness and some spots, and so that's why I'm doing this. And then I'm going to take my blend brush today, which is a different brush. I don't use this one all the time. I usually use my blush bronzer brush, but we're gonna go with this. And we're just gonna lightly do a little swiffling, a little blending like this, and blend it. And the air conditioning is so cold in my house that I'm wearing a long sleeve. I'm sort of swirling it and blending it like this so that it becomes really light. And I like this because this is a very light application and it's not a lot of makeup. And especially when you don't wear a lot of makeup or you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, this is a great thing. Anyway, so we're swirling and we're swirling and we're just gonna make sure that it's warm to my skin and it creates this very thin, even layer. And when you use this makeup, you only put one color in one place. I did sort of mix right in here because the color corrector and my brightener will help brighten my eyes and then correct the redness. But as you can see, let me just fix this mirror right here so I can sort of see, because in here, sometimes it's not as easy to see. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use a main product like this. I'm just going to go in with my contour and pop that in there. And isn't it great? You can just make it whatever pattern you want, just pop it right in and it'll stick. It's great. It's great for travel. And I do recommend using a detail brush for this. Now, if you haven't been here before, you'll see that this is got this great little edge right here. It's got a flat surface right here. It's great for contour and you can flip it around and use this for smaller placement. But I really like the contour. So I don't usually skip on contour. I like to use that to give a little definition to my face. And you can do this really quickly. I think I've only been in here a few minutes doing my makeup. I also can talk too fast sometimes. So if I am, you can slow me down. Or let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know if I'm talking too fast or I'm doing too fast. So this is going to, and then I like to go in with the edge and just do my nose like this. Give a little bit of thinness to my nose like this. Okay. And then don't forget under here and pull it down. It's really important, especially if you have mature skin. I'm 56. Ooh, my hair. So I do like to minimize anything that's dropping, and you want to make sure that your neck and your face match colors. So you want to be really careful about that. So if you are interested in getting a color match where I select the right colors for your skin tone, I'll notice if you need to put a different color or how to apply it so that, you know, if you have a darker neck or a darker face and vice versa, we make it look seamless. Those are the colors I'm going to use there, just double checking. And then I thought I'd use Madrid today. It's this really gorgeous corally peachy color. And you know what? I'm just going to use my finger and you can see it to go on my cheek like that. And like anything, please tell me I'm using Madrid. Yes, I had to look. I had to double check. That's what happens. I know what it is, but then I'm like, I'm gonna use the blush bronzer and I'm just gonna blend it nicely. And I like how this gives a pretty flush. Now you can also go in with your brush, tap in. Just be careful when you're tapping in that you don't pick up too much and have to worry about that. But the way this brush, this fullness, gives a gorgeous glow. So sometimes I wanted to show you kind of a swatch of the color, so that's why I use my finger. And then I'm not gonna put that on my lips yet because I'm gonna use something else. And now is the fun part because I wanted to show you these cream eyeshadows. And there's 4 colors. There's this one, and this is, I believe, spiced or tangled. Yeah, this is spiced. And then the last one is hard to read. I should know these by heart. This is Arabian Nights. So these are the 3 cream colors that are more neutral colors. These 3 right now here, you can see that they're creams. There is a bright blue, so that's the 4th, but we're not gonna use the blue today. Now, you can use your fingers to apply the cream eyeshadow, or I really like the smudge brush, is 2-sided. It's got this sort of soft domed head like that, and then if you flip it over, it's more of a tapered head. So I used this before, so I'm going to flip this brush over and I'm going to go in with the lightest color and pick it up with the smudge brush, and I'm just going to put it, and because it's a cream and it does have a little gold flecks in it, it's not, you know what? Can you even see that right there? I'm going to use my finger. I think that we're going to use our finger for this, which you can see maybe better. Sorry. Let me come in so you can see it's just very soft shimmer. There's very little. So if you're worried about wearing shimmer, this is a great option for you, especially if you're like me. I think I've already told you my age, and it's a really good eye opener. So let's do this one first, and it's quick, right? Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to go in with the brush, turn around, and I'm going to go into this spiced one, and it's got a little gold in it, a little gold flecks, and I'm going to use it as accent on the outer corner of my eye like this, and it's really soft. Okay, I'm going to do that on this side. And I like how easy and quick it is. So if you're in a hurry, or if you're in a taxi, or you're traveling on a plane, you can just do this easily. And I love the creams because I just love the creams. I love everything to do with the creams. And then the last color, which is the Arabian Nights, you can go in with the etch brush. Now, I used the etch brush the other day, so let me just quickly clean it. I love having my spray right here so that I can quickly spray it off. I have blue on it and I have red on it, and we are doing brown. So let's clean that off and show you how quickly that cleans off with this, the brush cleaner, the brush cleaning spray. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of the dark brown as like an eyeliner. I'm going to take the etch brush, which you can use immediately after you, I'm just going to rub it in here. You can use it immediately after you spray it. It's still dry, and I'm just going to create like a nice brown smudge, and I'm going to make sure to go under here, and it's soft because it's cream. It's not as heavy as a dark eyeliner, you know what I mean? Like a what do you call, like a liquid liner or pencil. It's soft, so I love how it glides on, and it does stay very, very well. Hold on, now I need to get this way to see. But you can see it's much softer, and it's almost like using a, well, it is an eyeshadow. But I love a minimal natural look, so for me this really works. And Hope they're even. Okay. So yeah, so that is it. And then I'm gonna throw on some mascara, do my lips, do my brows, and then we're done. It's that simple. I love the cream eyeshadows also because you can put them on the same layer as your cream foundations and lip and cheeks. And then if you worry about any powder transferring, if you broke a powder or there's dust from the powder getting in your creams. So I love that for just everything on the same layer of your palette. I usually put all the powder eyeshadows on a different layer so that just in case one of them cracked or you dropped it or there was dust from one of them, it wouldn't get into the creams. So that's just a tip that I think is really important. And I tell all my customers that when they join me, like, just be careful, show you how to do your palette. So if you're interested in getting a color match, I'll list that below. If you're watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, follow, do all the things. It helps this channel grow and you'll get a notification when new videos are posted. And I would love it if you followed along. So this is the wax that I love. It's the brow wax, and I'm just gonna go in with some setting spray and activate it. I love this because it's just another thing to have in my palette and makes it so simple. Instead of having another wand or another item, it's just all complete in my palette, and I'm all about having simple solutions. And if you didn't notice, I got a little mascara on the top right here, and I'm gonna let that dry. And what am I looking for? Lips. We've got to do lips. So I thought what I would do is do a little Desert Sunset. It's a really pretty nudie, it's kind of more coral lip gloss, and I was gonna take my multitasker. I'm just gonna wipe off the red because I did a whole bunch of red for July 4th, and I'm gonna spray this as well. And then we will be almost done. And isn't this great? It's so simple. I didn't even use all the colors that I normally wear because I don't want to wear tons of colors, and it's warm here. I'm in Florida, even though I have a sweater around my neck. And this is so pretty. This is Desert Sunset. It's so nice. It's just a great neutral if you like a kind of a more coral color. And I love a gloss. And that is my super easy, quick, one palette makeup from Seint, and everything that I used is right here. The only thing I also didn't do, which I can add, is illuminator. So you could add an illuminator, you could add a bronzer. You know, you can customize these palettes to whatever you want, but I do like a little maybe too much. I do like a little illuminator, and then that's it. You're all done. You can put a little up here, you can put a little here, a little here, and that's all she wrote. So one palette makeup. If you're interested in the makeup, if you're interested in getting a color match, let me know. It will be down below in the information box. And like I said, please subscribe, like, follow, do all the things. It helps me grow the channel, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you next time.